We're live. Okay, so
This one driven deep center field on its way.
we have a massive playoff series here against the Giants. 4-game series in Oracle Park. This could determine whether we host a playoff series in the wildcard round, or we win the division, or in the event we either lose 3 of them or 4 games, we might lose any chance at hosting a playoff spot and be stuck going on the road. So this has serious playoff implications. In fact, we only have 10 games left on the year. I would argue every single game here holds playoff implications, even against the Reds. Since we didn't sweep them to start the month, we still have a lot of ground to make up against the Dodgers. It also did not help. We lost 2 to the Giants at home and 1 to the Dodgers in our home series and our road series. But we still have a chance to redeem ourselves. Our magic number currently is 4. We are the only team left in the division that can compete to win the division with the Dodgers. So we need to step up. We just got to step up and play better these last 10 games. On another note, the Central has been clinched by Milwaukee. They're back in the postseason. Apparently, they haven't been back since either 2025 or 2026. I'll have to check. I think it's 2025. The Mets are still holding on to the NL East. The Phillies still have a lot of groundwork to make up, and the Braves are basically 1 game off from being cut off from winning that division. In terms of the wild cards, obviously we still hold the first spot. We mentioned the Giants with the second spot, so we're already done with that. It's really it's the last spot. It's the last wild card spot that's of concern. Who's going to snatch it? Right now it's the Phillies who hold it, but they've lost 2 in a row. The Padres have climbed back. They have won 2 straight. But I'm still uncertain if they're gonna actually win the wild card at their wild card spot. I mean, they blew it earlier this month. They had the spot for a long time, and then they went on a losing skid in August, and that's basically knocked them out temporarily. Atlanta took all year. They handicapped themselves all year. I don't know if it's because of the World Series hangover. Remember, they did play in the 2027 World Series, swept by Baltimore. Well, swept or not, they lost the series regardless, and they've been basically experiencing the World Series hangover as the runner-up. The runner-up hangover, we'll call it. So as a result, they struggle most of the year to really gain form. I mean, they should have ran away with the NL East, and that just didn't happen. They still have a chance again to redeem themselves and make the playoffs. Out of these 3, at this point, I would probably prefer Atlanta due to their star power and their elite starting pitching. They would be a challenge for anybody entering the postseason. But I wouldn't be surprised if Philly makes it. And Philly has a lot of vets on expiring contracts, like Christopher Sanchez, to name a few. And their core is aging rapidly. There's only so many more chances left for them to really push for a World Series with the group they assembled. Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, Alec Bohm, that group. I mean, JT Realmuto, we can take a second just to give you what I'm saying. JT Realmuto has already aged out, and he's entered the final year of his contract. He's regressed significantly. This is his worst batting season since the 2026 year. I don't think he's going to be back. There's going to be better catchers on the market that they could snag. Gabriel Moreno, to name a few. So they have options to upgrade at the catcher position, and it's not going to be coming from JT Realmuto. He'll have to go somewhere else if he wants to keep playing. I mean, Bryce Harper, he's still 90, but his batting average has regressed every year since 26. This could be the end for him. These next 3 years after the season, he will be 38, I believe. No, he'll be 39 because next year he'll be 36. No, he'll be 38. He'll be 38 in 2031, and that will be the last year of his deal. Who knows how good he is left? I don't know how good he'll be in 2031. So if there was a time to do it, it's probably this year for Philadelphia. They only have maybe 2 more chances left. I mean, they gave a fat contract to Shane McClanahan, and he's already 30. That's going to be an atrocious contract in maybe the final 3 years. And that's if he doesn't fall off a cliff, like, at some point. So his contract's a bit of a detriment. They have some guys they got at the deadline. And then, of course, they have someone like Kyle Tucker, who, again, good batter right now. Not a great fielder, though. That back half of his contract's going to be shit. So I wouldn't be surprised if Philly makes it in. But if I had to choose, it would be Philadelphia. You see this lineup? Do you see this shit? You have 2 elite catchers. I forgot Sean Murphy's on the final year of his deal. Philly might snag him. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, this is an elite core of players, man. This is the type of team I want to see in the postseason. I want to see them go up against the Mets and go up against the Brewers in the second round. I want to see them go on a deep postseason run one more time with this core, you know? But with that being said, we'll go ahead and enter this game. We have Clark Schmidt on the bump. Mackenzie Gore, he's going to be running it back. Last time, you know, Mackenzie Gore gave us a lot of trouble. I want them to wear their, yeah, they can wear that. Oh, Clark Schmidt, man. I really regret giving him a 2-year contract. Frankly, he would have been better off going somewhere else. I didn't expect he was going to nearly have a 4. I didn't expect his ERA to hover around 4 this year. I thought he'd be a very good 3rd or 4th option in our starting pitching lineup. Instead, he's been somewhat useless. His benefit has mostly come from playing on the road. And even then, it doesn't really feel like that's the case. He has really bad outings. He's had many bad outings on the road this year, so if we get to the offseason, I have the choice of buying him out of his contract and paying him $8 million through 2029. So that's a potential option we could work with. I'm gonna have to I need to give Doyle a day off. Or at the very least, what if I have Esteury Ruiz play the outfield and Doyle will be the DHer for this match? That could work.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you game 1 of a big 4-game set. It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the San Francisco Giants. We have an absolute treat on tap today as 2 of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these 2 are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog. Neither of them likes to give an edge. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
I really wish there was more dialogue. They gotta start recycling this kind of dialogue, man. I haven't bought 26 yet, and I don't think I will. I would have bought it if it was, oh, the World Baseball Classic is its own built-in feature into the game, and I would have bought it in like a few months when it was on discount or on sale. Not. It's in Diamond Dynasty. That's really annoying.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball, he's going to go out there and give it his best.
All right, ready to go here. Now it's the DH, Brenton Doyle.
Good start to this one.
A base hit into left field, so a man on base to start the inning. Here's Brian Rocchio. And he drops it down the third baseline. And that
Worth a
goes
shot.
foul. Double play ball to second. Off balance feed. There's one and two. In time to first for the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Can't even be mad at that.
Here's Michael Tolia. Next offering is downstairs. Two outs, base is empty. That one finds the zone.
I like it.
It's 2-2. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Two outs. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Three and two. The pitch is outside, and ball four.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Man at first, Adael Amador digging in for the Rockies.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Tolia leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Lined, and that's a base hit. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away. And now Owen Miller. Now one missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this.
I don't think I
game.
changed the settings. Yeah, I haven't changed them.
With runners on, look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Outside, and the count's full. Nolan Jones in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Runners on first and third, 2 away as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Hit in the air, right field. And that's the 3rd out. 2 left for Colorado. Now it's the Giants' turn. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back. And today's starting pitcher, Clark Schmidt. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Sends it to Tolia. They get him, but it was pretty close. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Nolan Gorman.
Yeah, Boog, this lineup is setting up the pins for him right now, and he's just smashing them. Driving runs in at a high rate over the last couple of series, and it just seems like he's enjoying every opportunity he gets in a big spot. Not everybody likes to be on the big stage in those big moments, but right now he does. Those pressure moments almost seem to be what he's thriving off of. So we'll see if any of that comes up in this one.
Swings and misses. And the count 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
Schmidt with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. that skips in the dirt.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
Line drive. Sends it to Tolia. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting first, the left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
Here's Elliot Ramos. The 1-1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And now it's going to be Christopher Morel.
Really nice swing as he gave that one a ride the opposite way, but it sliced just foul down into the corner. That had extra bases written all over it if it stayed fair.
Let's go, Christopher.
Morel tries to hold up, appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. Righty delivers. Swings and misses. And that is that. So the Giants leave one. Scoreless after one. All set for the start of the inning. Now here's Nolan Jones. Chris, it's been a good year for him, having already set a new career high for RBIs in a season. That misses, and it's 2-1. Gore, with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they don't get the out.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Yeah, the batter now, Zach Veen. Jones gets his lead at first with nobody out. Down the line. Ramos brings it in. 1 away. Harry Ford digging in for the Rockies. He set a new career high in home runs this year. And Siggy, he's just trying to set the bar as high as possible now. Roll to short, could be 2. The flip, there's 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied, 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Willie Adames. Here's the pitch to Adames. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
We got a full count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and 1 gone.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it all.
Here's Nolan Gorman. And that one fouled off. And that's a little bit high. Now 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that's outside. And it's 3-2. Gets under it and pops it up. Amador hauls it in, 2 away.
Batting seven, the first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. And there's a ball. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. On the ground to the left. Miller gets to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We played 2 full. No score. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. The 1-1 is fouled off. Caught him looking for the K. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. Top of the 3rd, no score. And that one missing low. Just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. He saw a lot of pitches in that at-bat and found a way to win the battle.
Man, that was a pretty good battle to play, and I'll tell you, it feels pretty good as a hitter when you grind out a hit like that. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
1 gone, runner at first. Ryan Rocchio now at the plate. Snap throw to first. And he dives back in safely.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Ball 2.
In the dirt.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And that drops in for a strike. And at first, 1 away. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Jordan sizes this one up. Nabs it. And there's 2 away. So up next, Michael Tolio. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
And that's down and away.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. So 1 hit is all they get. We move on to the bottom. Back here at Oracle Park, leading off, Patrick Bailey. Singing, when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season. In the air, left field. Jones on the move. He makes the grab. 1 down. And up next for San Francisco, Dakota Jordan. One down, base is empty. Down in the dirt, swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Struck him out looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
So the batting order turns over. Cedric Mullins getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. So they go quietly there. On to inning number 4. No score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That one inside. Yeah, that's ball 2. And it's strike 2. In the air, right field, Jordan hauls it in for the out. Owen Miller digging in for the Rockies. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power. Got him looking. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Tremendous job of bringing that ball back over the plate. He gets just enough of it to get the call. And tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone. It looks really far away, and for it to catch the outside corner, you just have to tip your cap to the pitcher.
And a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
The right fielder, number 13,
Zach Veen digging in for the Rockies. 2 outs. And he hits a ground ball right side. Wade takes it to the bag, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. The Rockies strand 1, and we are still scoreless. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Schmidt ready to fire now. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He notches strikeout number 150 this season. So digging in, Elliot Ramos. 1 out, base is empty. On the ground to third. Sends it to first. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Christopher.
And up next for the Giants, Christopher Morel. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. On to the top of the 5th we go. We're tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. The next pitch misses, and the count's even at 2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Ryan Fernandez preparing to come on if needed. Rodriguez warming up as well. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Adames the throw to first. And that quickly 2 away. So the lineup flips over. Next for Colorado, Brenton Doyle. That one fouled off, 2-2. Two down, nobody on. Cut on and lifted in the air. Mullins settles under it.
I don't know how I'm through 5 innings and have not allowed a single run. I don't know how that's possible. I've been muted this whole time. My dad came in. We had a good conversation. We were talking about like the games and such. I was complaining to him about how NBA 2K got the rights to college basketball, exclusive rights, might I add. And they don't even seem to be making a game. It seems like it's just going to be stuff related to my team, and that's really annoying because that means you're paying for cards. I need people to stop buying these games every year. I need people to stop buying these games every year. What I want for next year, for next season, everyone, do not buy Madden 27. Do not buy NBA 2K 27. Do not buy NHL 27. I don't even think if there is MLB The Show 27, I doubt I'll buy it. Because we need people to start. We need people's standards to raise. I need people's standards to start getting better, man. Because we can't just be content buying these games that are arguably subpar and well below the quality of our games in the past. I get more joy out of NBA's 2K 11, 12, 14, 15, 16. Bro, I would get more enjoyment out of NBA 2K 13 than I do out of any recent 2K. Like, I remember, I haven't bought a new 2K since 2K19. I didn't have fun with it. I tried out NBA 2K21 because my brother had Game Pass, and I was borrowing his Game Pass at the time. I didn't like it much. It's not that it was a bad game, but I didn't like it compared to an NBA 2K16. So I just don't see a reason to keep buying these games every year. That's why I've been very content, back and forth about do I get MLB The Show 26? If I get 26, I'm going against my own philosophy, but I would only do it because I need to try and get more interest in my YouTube channel. And more people would, there's a good chance more people are interested in watching the newest game on the block than watching the game that came out last year. That's the only thing. And even then, I really don't want to if I don't have to. I would rather get 2 years out of MLB The Show 25 and get a lot in this series done than get half of what I want out of this series and get to the next game the next year. Bro, I'm only 4 seasons into this, bro. I wanted to get like, bro, year 20. That would have been fun. I really wanted to do that when I first got. I was hoping by May, bro, I would have been in year 4. I was really thinking of something like that. And I'm only in year 4 now. We're only wrapping up year 4 now. So, there you have it. I mean, if I don't get 26 this year, I might get 27. That might come down to, do we even get MLB baseball next year? That's what it could depend on. There's no guarantee we'll get MLB baseball in 2027. Although, if we do, maybe MLB The Show comes out and it's on a discount because there's no actual baseball being played at the time. That's the only way I see it happening. Man, his like batting vision is super low. That's throwing me off.
But that's one of the hardest things. But when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I'm debating taking Javier Assad out of the setup role and putting Jorge Alcala there. I think he's been much better as someone like that.
One down, base is empty. Hard hit, left.
Beautiful. I was describing to my dad the reason why I'm so dead. I've been really, because he was wondering when I'm gonna play some of my other games, and it's just, I want to get back to college hoops at some point. I want to get back to NHL 14 at some point. It's just right now I'm really dedicated to this team because there's a lot more to this team. There's a lot more potential to do for something special in this series than there is right now in my college hoops series with Coach Charlie Keefe and the Vancouver Canucks series on NHL 14. Not to say they can't grow to be something special. It's just that right now this has the most potential to be a cornerstone on the channel. This has something, you know, I want people to be like, hey, have you checked out Zeta Productions? He has a really good series with the Colorado Rockies. And then they look through the thumbnails and you'll see episodes or live streams on huge pivotal regular season matchups in September and August. And huge playoff series in the NLDS, the NLCS, the World Series, that type of stuff. Like, I really want to get to that. This series has the chance to do that.
On the ground, a sliding stop. Gathers and throws.
That's an impressive catch. I can't even be mad at that.
One hit, one left. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
God, our starting pitching's been so up and down. That applies with Clark Schmidt as well, I might add.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Bean makes a nice grab at a full sprint.
I really am contemplating what do I do with Clark Schmidt. I could keep him and change his role to a reliever. Since his stamina has dipped a bit, that would make a lot of sense. Older pitchers should convert. That's how I feel, man. A lot of older pitchers should be willing to convert to relief pitchers. I just think that makes a lot of sense when you really think about it. They should just become relief pitchers. Like if I was a starting pitcher you know, I get to 33, I'm gonna talk to my manager and be like, hey, can I be converted to a reliever? I think it would help. It would help my longevity and it wouldn't cause me to regress significantly. I don't have the same arm I used to when I was 23. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely want that to happen. Some of these pitchers across baseball, man, they gotta convert to relief pitchers. Like, Garrett Cole should convert to a relief pitcher here. He's 37. He's not even the same pitcher he used to be. Not even close. And now he's been traded to St. Louis to finish out his massive Yankees contract.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jose Buto.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year.
We've only surrendered first 2 hits. I'm surprised.
Nolan Jones digging in for the Rockies.
Damn.
The middle, Gorman.
A mere slicer.
Up one down.
Slicer the second, on the first.
Next to hit, Zach Veen. One down, base is empty. Next offering misses down and away. Got one fouled off, 2-2. Now a pop up on the infield. Adames
Still late on that swing.
pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive.
Damn.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. Still no score. And we're back. Bottom of the 7th. And digging in for San Francisco, Elliot Ramos.
Like, matches like this one make me like, man, I really want to give Clark Schmidt that second year and see where he goes from here. But then he had matches like he did against the Mets on the road. Not to mention that one game we won against the Sox, the Red Sox. He was phenomenal in that start. And I'm just like, man, I really want to give him the 2029 season. But I might really need to consider, do I convert him into a reliever?
They'll do it again.
Like, he'll be a year older, man. Doesn't mean you can't have him start next season, but that needs to be taken into account.
Next one misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. This one in the air. Tolia under it. Hauls it in, and there's one.
I almost fucked that up.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Christopher Morel, the next Giant to hit. And it looks like he wants to go through the signs again. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move.
We are making a decision here.
Great effort, and we'll be back after a quick break to tell you about the new arm. So the Rockies turn the ball over to a new arm, Javier Assad.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing, just went around too far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it, and they bail you out.
Willie Adames stands in.
Fuck.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
Nolan Gorman digs in now. And a swing and a miss.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Nice grab. Throw to first.
Great play by Owen Miller.
Inning over.
Great play.
And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the eighth. Here's the center fielder, Yuri Ruiz. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot.
I was thinking about putting Esturi out there or Masataka Yoshida, but he is playing on the field today, so I don't want to take that risk at a defensive it would put me at a defensive disadvantage. We'll say that. If it has to be anyone, it would probably have to be Brendan Doyle, who's up next. He's DHing today, so. But Doyle bats well against both righties and lefties. I did not think he was going to swing fully through, man. So I was thinking he was going to pull the bat back. He didn't do it.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
No swing. Just held it back there.
I can hang off this one.
Right through there for a strike. Just a really nice slide.
Not worth it.
He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Ryan Rocchio, the next to hit.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Way inside.
2-1.
We'll bring in Alvarado for the bottom of the 8th.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering is in for a
That's unfortunate. I really was thinking that was a ball.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Yeah, this bullpen for the Giants is pretty nasty. I'm not even gonna
Inning
lie.
number 8 straight ahead. New arm out of the bullpen, Jose Alvarado.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
And digging in for San Francisco, Lamont Wade Jr. Ball to strike. And a curve misses outside. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
The catcher number 14, Patrick Bailey.
Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit.
taken high in the draft. He's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece.
I'm not sure if I'll be able to play all 3 games or all 4 games, but I want to at least get 2 games in this series.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Got him swinging.
That works.
Couldn't catch up to
The reason why is I need to. I've been jotting down the statistics of some of my minor leaguers for this year, since the game doesn't give you career stats in minor league baseball for some stupid reason. So I do want to wrap. AAA season's almost over. I need to jot down the statistics of my guys. I am pretty sad that this AAA team is not going to do anything this year. They got a really good season out of John Sullivan, Alton Harris, Robert Callis, Charlie Condon, Julio Carreras, and Glenn Allen Hill Jr. They all gave us really good seasons. And it's really unfortunate that the team was just too inconsistent to make it to AAA postseason baseball. All they had to do was win enough games, clinch the division they play in, and they would be home free.
Here at Oracle Park, all set to start the 9th in this one. And now the first baseman, Michael Tolia.
Sorry, I was drinking water.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Damn. I'm just taking too long swinging at these things.
He's got it. And there's one away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center.
Not enough.
Moving under this one. Calls it in.
Amador might need his power to be like in the 70s, 80s or some shit for him to really be an impactful swing.
Digging in for the Rockies. And that's downstairs and outside. That one misses. Now 3-1. Nolan Jones in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Ramos brings it in with a nice running grab. Nothing across here this half. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the... Back here in San Francisco. Bottom 9. And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
That's in. Ball 2.
Next offering up.
I gotta remember the pitch well. A home run ends the game right here, so I need to definitely be on my game.
Chance to make a big impact here. That's to third. Tosses across to first. One out, bottom of the 9th. Here's Matt Chapman.
Now batting, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
And that misses off the outside edge. Bases empty, one away. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Oh, look at this.
Great catch by Owen Miller. He's not going to win a Gold Glove this year, but his glove certainly has been an impact for us, man. He's made a lot of clutch plays with that glove.
We'll hit next. to send this to extra innings. Just missed.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
In the dirt, and that's ball 3.
We're going to walk him and bring Brian Hoeing into the match.
Two down, nobody on. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
That's fine. I shouldn't have left him out there anyways. I need to bring in a righty.
So a change being made at first base. Entering is the pinch runner, Jorge Mateo. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Christopher Morel. Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to
Only
defend
surrendered a
Rockies.
walk, so pretty good work from Alvarado. I'm thinking next season he should be moved into a setup role.
He has a great slider with
Probably not the
tons of
first setup role, maybe the backup. If we can bring Jorge Alcala back, if his arbitration isn't too high, I would like for him to be the main setup guy.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. That's
Great
the third
shit.
out, and we're headed to extras.
We should be able to do our damage here. I haven't been in extras a lot this season. On stream, I haven't played many games that went to extras. This is a good chance to really push us in the right direction. And of course, they brought Mason Miller in. Why wouldn't they? One of the best closers in the game. Why not?
That doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Now into the ball game on defense, Hayden Smith. He'll be out in left field. Nolan Jones now at the plate. The changeup missing. It's 2-2. Right through there, got it. One away.
I thought it'd be lower.
Trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Now I gotta foul shit off. A chance at 2 base runners, man. I gotta foul this shit off. I have a 3-2 count.
And it's second. Ground ball.
That works. That works.
Stays fair.
What a clutch at bat by Zach Veen.
And it's an RBI single, and they lead it in the 10th.
Just a huge at bat right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Digging in, Harry Ford. Hand up as he asks for time at the plate.
I was thinking Castillo, but man, he might be gassed from that game against the Dodgers. He played all 3 of those matches. I really want to bring in. I really don't want to bring in a pitcher who's already gassed to this point. So, this will be Alcala's. This will be his audition to be either a setup or a backup closer for next season.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's down and in. Veen leads off first with 1 away. Here's the pitch. Runner on the goal. Swing and a miss. Throw to second.
Goal base. Man, I thought I made contact on that slider. Fuck.
So in now for Colorado, Yuri Ruiz. Now this is in the air down the line. And that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Jorge Alcala.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Willie Adames.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
So the tying run at second.
2 balls.
In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Now he steps off and looks it back to second. On the ground, right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
So up next, Nolan Gorman. Swing and a miss. Gonna count 1 and 2.
Well, if he's gonna do something special right here, it's gonna have to happen with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
Come on.
They're down to their
Come on, Alcala.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
Sorry, I had to check some. Surely that won't backfire.
And here is Lamont Wade Jr. That clips a corner. One strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively.
What a game. What a game.
But sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers
Shout
do
outs
on
to
the
the
mound
pitching
today.
staff.
The final 1-0.
One hell of a
Run,
performance by the
extra
pitching
inning
staff,
win
man.
for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Man, that was a very, very tense game. Really close. Only 3 hits combined for the Giants. Our pitching has shut them down. I gotta say, I think our pitching's better on the road than it is at home. I think it's just the effect of the playing in Denver. Now our batting, however, I think that regressed. Good game from Clark Schmidt. Hopefully he can continue this through the rest of the season and into the postseason. I think from here he's probably got 2 more starts in him before we get to the October baseball. Definitely a close match, I gotta say. I should have probably taken photos again. Oh well, I'll do that next time. Ooh, Hunter Brown. Get to see him again. We're gonna be fighting for the playoff for that division title. This could be the first division title in Colorado Rockies history, man. So we gotta push for it. We gotta push it. But we still have plenty of baseball left, including this series against the Giants. So we have to win this. We have to come out. We have to come out and take at least 2 from them. We do that, and we should be in good hands. I'm happy with our Yard Goats team, man. A 90-win season out of them is very good. So, Tampa Bay versus Baltimore. Tampa Bay gets their lick back. Blue Jays, Yankees. Blue Jays crush New York. Guardians beat the Royals, but the Royals have already clinched the playoff spot and the AL Central, so it's no longer a concern to them. Their only concern now is playoff positioning, which at this rate, they're probably reaching for the... They're going to probably be the 3rd seed instead of the 2nd. Marlins over Nats. Both teams were eliminated, so who cares? Pirates over the Brewers, but like KC, Milwaukee's already clinched their division and a postseason spot. This is interesting, though. D-backs and Tigers. D-backs are 1 game from being 500. And they're going up against a Detroit team who I believe is still smoldering. No, they've climbed back. So this should be an interesting one. Won't watch the game, though. And Detroit crushed Arizona. Alright. That's rough. These 2 have been eliminated, so who cares? Texas and Chicago. Cubs and Rangers beat the Cubbies. Red Sox, White Sox. Red Sox win. Twins over the Mets. The Twins finally end their losing streak. Phillies over the Angels. A's over Stros. Dodgers over the Braves. And Padres beat the Mariners. So, what does that make our playoff situation? So the Braves are now 3 games back. Padres are 2 games still. They need Philly to lose to the Angels, but that's probably not going to happen. The Angels do suck this year after all. Their only hope is the Angels take at least 1 from Philly. Atlanta. Ooh, this might be a series I pay very close attention to. Philly's holding on for dear life for a playoff spot. And Atlanta is fighting for their lives to get back in the playoff chase. They're 3 games back, so Atlanta's got some work ahead of them. They got their work cut out for them. They need to start winning games. And it's a really bad situation that they are taking on the Dodgers right now because they could easily slip. Bro, they got swept by the White Sox. It doesn't get worse than that. You got swept by the fucking White Sox. You lost 2 to the Nationals. Yeah, you don't deserve to make the playoffs. You lost a series to the White Sox and the Nationals. And the Nationals is a far more damning testament on this team's inability to perform when it matters. How do you fuck this up this badly with this much talent? They really are like the real life fucking Braves. By the way, is my Mason Albright? Yeah, I'm not really not really jumping to play that one if I'm being honest. Yeah, that works. John Sullivan in his 4th start now. Bean could use the day off. We will put in Condon. Or Harry Ford.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the San Francisco Giants. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to roll here. And on the hill in this one, Hunter Brown. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Ready to go now? Here's Colorado's DH, Masataka Yoshida. And that misses. 2-1. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Nicky Lopez up to the plate. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Here's the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. That one is absolutely belted. Go!
Hey!
His 24th
Goodbye.
season. It's 3-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Here's Brian Rocchio. And down on strikes.
Damn.
And that's the first out. Nice
I really gotta
recovery
start looking out for that
giving up the homer.
2-strike count.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
slinging it to first in time. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. And this is a dangerous group, Chris. Top to bottom loaded with players who can barrel up the baseball. A lot of high exit velocities, and that all results in a club that's leading the league in slugging percentage right now.
And Boog, that means the pitcher's got to be ready from the very first pitch of each and every at bat, because these hitters, they're ready to jump all over you, and they've got the swing speed, the velocity through the zone, however you want to measure it, to hit the ball hard and hit it a long way.
There's no question this is a lineup that is built to win in today's modern game of baseball.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just...
And he's got it in right field for the third out, so that'll do it. Rockies get 3 on this homer. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. And pitching in this game, Sean Sullivan.
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets, and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
We go to the bottom of the first. Here's the second baseman, Jorge Mateo. There's the strike up high, and the count is 1-2.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a ball popped up. Rocchio. And there's one down. Here's the Giants lineup. And Singy against the southpaw on the mound. The skipper's loaded this lineup with righty bats.
Certainly following the conventional wisdom here, Boo. That extra split second can make a big difference for a hitter. So these righty batters will need to take advantage and make this tactical move pay off.
And here is Matt Chapman. Chapman working through some struggles lately. The other way. Whips it to first. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Elliot Ramos.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. They trail in this one 3-0. Second inning set to go. Here's the left fielder, Nolan Jones. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. And that one is in for a strike.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Now the Rockies catcher, Harry Ford. And that's in the dirt. One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game, with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Charlie Condon getting ready to hit. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't.
Oh, that got him.
The batter number 6.
So first and second with 2 outs. Next for Colorado, Nicky Lopez. Ford at second, Yoshida at first, 2 out of the inning. On the ground, out to short. They kept the force, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. 2 left for Colorado, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Christopher Morel. And that one is inside.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday, another one right there. They clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
And now Pavin Smith. Next offering is fouled back. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting 6. The right fielder.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
The 1-2. Struck him out of the foul tip.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Next offering is in for a strike. And right back to the mound. Over to first. Inning over. So the Giants leave 1. They trail it here 3-0. Back here at Oracle Park, on to the 3rd inning. Now here is Brenton Doyle. Up and in. Now 2 balls and a strike.
All these Rockies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's
Bro,
just the
what?
runs they've already scored.
That was right down the middle, and I saw it. How did I not swing at it in time?
Pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
On the ground,
Bro.
right side, and foul ball.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Line to
Damn.
second, snagged on the bounce.
Swung too
And they
late.
get the out.
Now batting. Shortstop.
So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Rockies, Ryan Rocchio. That's off the mark, and the count is 3-1. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. So a man aboard. Here's Michael Tolia. Out to center. Matos under it.
Damn, really?
They got it for out number 2. Owen Miller digging in for the Rockies.
Definitely swung late.
They say it went.
So lame. I'm fucking throwing dog shit now. What are we doing?
And now it's even up. In the air, left field, Ramos. And that is that. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. That's hard hit on the line.
That works.
There's one down. Here's the catcher, Chadwick Trump. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
2 strikes.
And a slider misses down and away.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Just missed. And that's ball 4.
There's the walk on a 2-out situation.
This guy out there in the base pass, it could turn into 2 or 3 bases.
2 outs, runner at first. Matt Chapman, the next Giant to hit. Mateo runs. Headed towards the corner. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. In to score from first. It's 3-1. So, runner.
That will be a good graphic for postseason.
Second, 2 down.
If we see the
And now,
Giants, of course.
Elliott
They'll have to
Ramos.
get there.
Check swing. Now a look down to first. And he held up.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
So now
That's
2
the ball.
on
Take your base.
and 2 outs.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
First and second, 2 outs. Christopher Morel.
Oh, wow.
Giant to hit.
Alcala's now an 80? Man, we have him under contract till next year.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And a big swing and a miss.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball. It's slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
3-2 now.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Pavin Smith in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Giants get a run on the RBI double. It's now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball. Back here in San Francisco. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Nolan Jones. Now one miss. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Ryan Fernandez up and throwing. Miller also getting ready. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Ramos.
Every time, man, I think that shit's gonna dip.
And there's one away. Harry Ford.
Yeah, I don't think he's the kind of... No, he does. That's why.
Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4.
We'll just bring Slayton into the game. Wouldn't hurt.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss. Struck him
Somebody
out.
bullshits
Throws to first
12-6,
inside.
man.
2 down, base is empty. And here is Charlie Condon. 2 outs, base is empty. That one ripped. Matos squeezes it, and that is that. Offense held in check there. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Rockies.
Gotta swing sooner, man.
A new pitcher in the game, Justin Slayton.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. The next offering misses, and a count 2-1.
All these Giants just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Too close to the strike zone.
On the play, it's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Swings through that.
2-2.
Fights it off. You'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Wait.
Got him swinging. So digging in, Luis Matos.
The center fielder, Luis Matos.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it for the K. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Smith, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. We played 4. It's the Rockies 3 and the Giants 1. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Ryan Fernandez.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Masataka Yoshida. Next offering is down low.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Fought off foul. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And he grounds one to the right side. And it kicks off the bag.
Damn.
And they get the out.
What the fuck?
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there.
That's some really shitty luck, man.
Now it's the second baseman, Nicky Lopez. Outside low, 2-1. And that's outside. That's
Damn
out
it.
to center field. Matos makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 9.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Renton Doyle. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And that one hammered. And it hits the fence. Around first, heading for 2.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Put a very nice swing on that pitch right there. Got one to drive and just kept it fair down that right field line and into the corner. And it's almost impossible to track those down as an outfielder.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Ryan Rocchio. Swing! And
Why did I swing at that? What is wrong with me?
I would say that most
That draw was going nowhere near the fucking zone.
kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it. to improve your
Wonderful.
game, but ultimately, you either have it or you don't.
And that'll do it. The Rockies strand one as the lead remains 3-1. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Best division in baseball, baby. 4 teams that will finish with over 80 wins. And everyone will have well over 70. Best division in baseball.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
The 1-2. Just missed. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. That one missing inside. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Jorge Mateo now. The Giants down by a pair, last half of inning number 5.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that just misses. Next pitch is downstairs.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. He doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Manager out of the dugout.
We'll let him sit the rest of the game. He's done a great job.
Departs, 2
5 straight strikeouts.
for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Javier Assad takes over on the mound.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Now it's Matt Chapman. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off. Off the mark there. Ball 2.
There we go.
Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Giants go down quietly, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. all set for the top of the sixth. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Michael Toglia. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too, way high.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Yeah!
That's back there.
Down the line!
Onto the
Out of here!
Get out of here. Home run. And they add to their lead. It's 4-1.
He's not going to get the home run total he had last season, but he's got over 40 this year, man. That's great.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Ryan Fernandez is done. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. So the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill, Tyson Miller.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Owen Miller digs in now. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1-2.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Swing and a ball lifted left field, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left field.
That's a moonshot. Come on. That's got to be. That's gone. That's gone. Come on. Yeah! It didn't go into the cove, though. But it went that way.
It's their second home run of the inning. It's 6-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Randy Rodriguez appears to be getting loose. Miller, the lefty, warming up as well. And it's fouled away. Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. And we're the top half of the 6th. To the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Charlie Condon digging in for the Rockies. Started to swing, held up.
Well, this guy's going to have to slow things down. There's no reason for him to even check swing on that pitch. Was never even close.
The 2-1. Swings through that one out in front.
That should have been a home run. Way too early.
To the right side.
Late.
On to first. 2 down. So the Rockies lineup turns over. Next for the Rockies is the DH, Masataka Yoshida. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Cut on and missed. And
Too high.
strikeout, and that is the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, we go bottom 6. And digging in for San Francisco, Elliot Ramos. Swings and misses. Snuck the fastball by him.
Now batting, the designated
Christopher Morel, the next Giant to hit. One down, base is empty. Yeah, that's fouled off. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Got him looking. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. Giants down in order. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Randy Rodriguez.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. In the air.
Why did
left
he
side.
swing?
Ramos gets under it.
You fool.
Makes the catch for the out. So in now for Colorado, Brenton Doyle. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Headed towards the corner.
Fouled.
And that is a foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
That one's in there. Now 1-2. Hit in the air, left field.
Damn it.
And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
the right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Next offering is in for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Hey, ball boy got some glove, bro. He got some nice, bro. Put him out in the outfield. Let's see what he can do.
Inside, 2-2.
2-2.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Makes the catch. One up, one down.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Luis Matos, the next Giant to hit. 3-2 now. Ball four, tried another curve but couldn't locate it.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So a man at first. Brett Wisely, the next Giant to hit. And there's a ball. Matos, the base runner at first with one out. Swing and a miss. And now 2-2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
That one just misses, and the count's full. Got him. He picked
That's
up his
really
first
lucky.
strikeout on the hill.
Better just hooked right in.
Will, and he got the call. According to the electronic strike zone, it was a little off the plate, but I'd say it was a nice job by the catcher just to receive that and present it to the umpire to make it look like it was a strike. It was that cutting action, I think, that helped it almost clip the corner.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip in. Adrian Morejon comes on now. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. At the plate, Chadwick Trump in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. The Rockies leading by 5 here at the bottom of the 7th. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Jorge Mateo will hit next. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
And down on
That's
time he
super
goes.
lucky.
And that is that. Giants leave a couple. They trail it 6-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Matt Brash. He last pitched 2 days ago. And now, Michael Tolia.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That's on me.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider, tried to sit in between, just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Here's the third baseman, Owen Miller. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Two outs. That one the other way. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back here at Oracle Park. Now Matt Chapman at the plate. Manager out of the dugout. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Ryan Hoeing.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And that's a strike.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
That one at 95 missed up top, and the count is even 2-2. In the air, left field.
Foul, 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 foul. Yep.
And that is a foul ball. The 2-2 on the way. Got him looking. And one away.
No, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
And up next for San Francisco, Elliot Ramos. And misses inside. Ripped to third and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that drops in for a strike.
Now, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can't forget it.
I can see why he is a lower thrower, or he throws low now.
That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
First big moment we've seen Christopher well, no, he's had a few.
That home run certainly worthy of another look with StatCast. Huh, Singy? I mean, that ball screamed out of here.
Absolutely. I mean, we only see a handful of home runs with an exit velo around 116 miles per hour. And the best we usually see in a season is somewhere in the high teens. And every couple of years, somebody breaks 120 off the bat, but that's extremely rare.
Here comes the They turn things over to the southpaw, Brandon Williamson. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Looks like Castillo will get his chance to play today after all. This was not supposed to come to this point.
Next to hit, Pavin Smith. That one misses, and it's 2-1. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And that's downstairs and outside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Goes down.
Thank goodness.
Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Now it's a save opportunity for Castillo if we don't get anything here.
You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now the Rockies catcher, Harry Ford. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
Dog shit slider.
out here in the ninth. And now here is Charlie Condon. Out to
Damn.
short. Whips it
At least
to
his
the
fielding is holding up out there. His batting, not too much.
Next is the designated hitter, Masataka Yoshida. Ripped to short. Tosses to first. And that's the third out. So they go quietly there. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. It's the Rockies. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Diego Castillo.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Stepping in, Nick Castellanos.
The right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Motherfucker.
Right center field.
Come on, Doyle.
Going back, pulls it in on the warning track.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. Bases empty, one away. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Next offering in there for a strike. It's 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Goes down swinging for the strike.
Beautiful.
And the Giants down to their final out. So 2 down now, and here is Brett Wisely. Next offering is fouled back. The Giants down by 4 here in the last half of inning number 9. The Giants down to their final strike. Hit to the left side. And this
Come on, Miller.
jump throw.
Miller time! Rockies win!
This team has gotten off to a great start. They've come in here. They've won the first 2 games of this series, riding high right now, pretty confident. But you got to be careful. If you're overconfident and you don't stay focused at the task at hand, you could drop the next 2 games and leave here feeling a little disappointed after a great start to the series.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
I wanted to have him out there for the save opportunity, but I guess it's not going to be one. Okay. Once again, shut down their bats. I would say we squeaked away with this one. Not always going to be the case though, so we need to be very careful. Definitely when the postseason hits, it's going to be a different atmosphere. Condon is in hell right now, man. I'm wondering if I need to just put him back down in AAA. After having the home run, he hasn't really been effective. Then again, I probably need to put him in better positions to succeed. At least against lefties, and I need to be perfect when it comes to timing. I need my timing to be better. I'm gonna wrap up the stream for here because it's 1 o'clock. I have work in 2 hours. You need to go ahead and them. Bell, he's finally back. About damn time. So David Sandlin and Carlos Rodon. Still hunting for that NOS. It would be incredibly hilarious if we pushed the Dodgers back, stole the NOS from under them, and they still won 100 games. That would be hilarious if both teams were 100-win teams. Bro, Philly might have taken that wildcard spot. That last wildcard spot is probably going to be Philly's property. And look at the Braves. Sorry-ass team. All those runs scored, a positive run differential just for this to be a missed playoffs, a missed postseason. Now, a year after making the World Series, man. You beat the Phillies last year just to lose in the World Series and extend that misfortune into a missed playoff berth. Even the Padres, man, good lord. These teams all have positive run differentials. Diamondbacks, not so much. But that's a good, but hey, you know, that's why they did sell pieces. So, we still have a situation where the Mets have yet to clinch the NL East. They've lost 2 straight now as a result. Brewers, we already know, have the Central, and the National League West is still up for grabs. We have a 9-game difference against the Phillies, and we are up about 6 games now on the Giants. Then we talked about the Padres. They're 2 games back. Braves are 3 games back. Pirates are 3 games back. Although they're on a little win streak, so maybe they can sneak in. We'll see. Chicago is 4-6 in their last 10, 7 games back. And next to them is Arizona. They are 2 games from elimination now. So we'll see what happens with them to close out the season. Baltimore and Boston still vying for that AL East title. The Yankees may be out of the running, but they will, at this rate, finish the year with a winning record compared to last season. Toronto should be in similar position, and Tampa Bay will not. We already know the Royals clinched the AL Central, and the Mariners clinched their division a while ago. Which leaves the Wildcards, the Red Sox, Yankees, and still the Blue Jays. Tigers have won 2 straight, though, and they are in a 3-game series against Arizona, so I'm curious to see how that turns out. Minnesota finally won a game, but they're 2-8 in their last 10. The Rangers are 74-80 along with Cleveland. Their magic number is now 4 more losses, and it eliminates them from the playoffs. And Tampa Bay, 1 game off from elimination. So not too much has changed in 2 games. I guess that should happen. I guess not too much should happen. I'm going to wrap up the stream here, guys. When I come home tonight, we'll do the final 2 games of the series. And I'll wrap up. I'm only going to stream the first 2 games of the series. I'm probably not going to play all 3 games against Cincy. In fact, the only start that I'm more concerned about is probably this one. Sean Sullivan's start against Cincinnati here. Maybe the Luzardo start could be something. Maybe the Clark Schmidt start, but I'm not, they should do their job. These 2 are vets. I want to get Sean Sullivan an opportunity. So we'll have probably 1 more stream. The most important thing, though, is getting to AA baseball postseason action. That should be starting up soon, and that will conclude with the minor league baseball, or minor league playoff baseball should start after the Isotopes regular season. AAA regular season is concluded. Everyone's last regular season game is the 17th of September, so got a ways to go. Still some baseball left before the postseason, and this should be a very entertaining one. And it will lead into a bit of a long off season because there's going to be a lot that has to happen. There's a lot of things I'm going to have to do. All right. Take care, everyone. I hope